as well.
Mm. Hey, sometime, and if they have that spirit, that's really cool. But sometimes, when does that ever stop a project they thought it was going to make money?
That's true.
Just say,
That's true.
say,
You
say.
know,
That's
that is true.
it.
Um, they also re-announced the Okami sequel. Okami's based on a spiritual dog, and that got announced, and that was really, really big for people.
Mm,
People were quite excited about that.
okay.
And then Naughty Dog came back with their new game announcement. They finally made it, which is called Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet.
Oh,
And so Naughty Dog made a new game announcement themselves. Um, so they're fresh out the Last of Us 2. They're like, hey, Last of Us 2 is the Last of Us game we're gonna make. Or right now that's the last one we're gonna make. That story's over. Uncharted is over. And we're making Intergalactic.
is that a fun game? I don't know. I've never played it.
The
Or
Intergalactic hasn't came out yet.
okay,
This is a new game announcement.
okay. So man, it sounds like yeah, sounds like a lot of good activities is going on during the gaming awards.
Yeah, they had a lot of good activities during the Game Awards.
So is everything
So so Intergalactic is doing it,
oh,
doing its
okay?
thing.
Okay, I ain't mad
Uh,
at that.
so yeah, that trailer looked amazing. I'm mad because the girl holds the Clippers that way, but outside of that, holding the Clippers that way is weird.
What do you mean?
Uh,
You don't
she
like
just
what
held the
you don't?
Clippers and just did like that. It's like no, you turn them flat and you get this.
Mm,
She didn't do it like a person trying to ball her head.
mm.
But it looks good. They say this is all in engine.
Mhm.
You can look at the screen and you see it's all in engine. And I'm like, it looks amazing. It looks like a really good game. It has that Naughty Dog stylization on it. Um, they're gone into space, so I'm excited about what this game's gonna be. Just, I knew it was coming, but I was like, oh, I'm curious about what this is gonna be, and they made the announcement.
Okay.
I don't know when they're gonna relaunch it. We had no idea. They may be a year or two out from it, but I'm excited for them.
One thing I noticed too, Chuck, was like all these games were running on Unreal 5 and they look
They are.
amazing.
They are.
Unreal 5 looks amazing.
It does.
Like you're saying,
It
like the
does.
Witcher one,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's jeez.
Mm-hmm. I'm an Unreal person. And in grad school, I was pro Unreal. And most of the game engines, when we're in studios, new studios, I always recommend Unreal. But it scares me that Unity is not up on par with Unreal yet. Because competition lends itself to be better for the industry. And
Mhm.
Unreal is dominating everything. They dominate our landscape across everything. Like they dominate virtual production, right? But it looks amazing. It makes the games look good and it's free. You can't beat free, you know.
Nah, you can't.
It,
You can't.
it's free till you make a certain amount of money back. Then Unreal's like, hey, you got pony up that little percentage we want now.
Mm,
You got pony up that some of the little percentage you made now. But it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
okay. It does.
Yeah. And Intergalactic is on Unreal, right, Rodney? I think it is. I don't
It
think it's
looks
on
like it. It really looks like
I,
it. I
I,
mean,
don't-
look at the.
I don't think it is on the Naughty Dog engine. A Naughty Dog does have an engine.
Oh, they have their own engine.
They do have their own engine, but I think it is on their. I don't think it is on their engine. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let me check and
The other
see.
game that looked pretty dope to me was that Split Fiction. The one where it's like the
Uh-huh.
co-op.
Yeah,
It's like
Split Fiction
basically
looks good.
the
They
same
make
company that
amazing
did
games.
yeah, the same one that did the it takes two,
It
right?
Takes Two. They did the prison one. Me and Carl played the prison one, and I played It Takes Two with my niece a little bit, not much, but just a little bit. But they do that pair where it's two people and y'all have to work together. They've done a number of those games, and they're good at it. Games tell great stories, but Split Fiction does look good. There's a fairy and there's science fiction all in one move, all in one game.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. One thing that Intergalactic does have is music by Trent Reznor and
Oh,
Atticus
does it?
Ross. Yeah, they had Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. Trent Reznor was working on a game project with one of my friends, Corey.
Hmm.
They owned a studio together. They were doing a horror game. I don't know what happened to it. It's been in production for like 5 years, independent horror game. But obviously Trent got picked up by Naughty Dog.
Hmm.
That changes everything.
Okay.
What's another game that got me excited? So Split Fiction, two-player split screen co-op. They make great games. Their games are really fun. Like the whatchamacallit Together game.
What's that?
The game before this was
Takes
based
Two.
on divorce. What's that? What was it
It
called?
Takes Two.
It Takes Two was based on divorce. It was about a
Oh.
couple that was divorcing and they got turned into little miniatures and they had to get back to their child. And it was
Mm.
based in divorce. It's deep. It's like, damn, this game is heavy.
Mm.
This one's crazy because it's like fantasy and fiction. Like
Hmm
the whole concept of this one is like they're writers. One writes science fiction, one writes fantasy, and somehow they get pulled into those worlds and they have to like same thing. They have to
To survive it.
survive it. Then like
Hmm
yeah, they're like
It's so
then
dope.
one
It's a
moment
great
they're
concept.
on dragons, next to another like cyberpunk
Hmm
era, So it's like yeah.
And these games are fun because one player has to do one thing, and another player has to do another thing, and you have to do them both at the same time in order to make things happen. You're like, okay, okay, now you jump on it. You jump on it, and I jump on this. Then you run. You run. You gotta talk to each other. This is fun games. Their games are fun. And then Fumito Ueda came for a new game, and Fumito retired. He was like, I'm done. The Last Guardian, I'm done. This is the Shadow of the last the this is the last game I'm making. I'm out. I'm cool. Then he's back. He's like, yo, I got a new game. So that's exciting as well.
Okay. Yeah, man, I hear it. It sounds like it was popping.
So a lot of games, a lot of game announcements.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah,
This
good
one
on you.
was like it was interesting because it was such a really vague teaser, but it looked good.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, the creator of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. That's all you have to think about. It's so funny because Meta just launched their version of Shadow of the Colossus, Shadow of the Colossus like game, and it's called Behemoth. And Behemoth is amazing. You're in VR and there's these big creatures and you're trying to run over to them. You have to defeat the behemoths. Oh my God. It's larger than life. That game is larger than life. This does look good. And Shadow of the Colossus is there's like it's a game where these giants are roaming this field and you got to kill them by like puzzles. So you're puzzling on top of this creature trying to kill it. They don't explain why you're killing it in the game, but you have to kill a lot of them. But
Uh,
it's like riding the giant and killing it.
do you think they do that at the end?
This one,
Yeah. Or
I
it's
don't
just
think
like,
so.
okay.
I don't think so. This one, I think you're part of it. But he does make games where they're environmental puzzle games. So this is gonna be very interesting. Like this looks interesting. Like he just climbed this big robot and took over the head to fly away from it, and the
Hmm.
body gets destroyed. It's like, what is going on here? But it's dope though. You use the head to escape, and the body gets destroyed. And I'm like, what kind of game is this? What kind of game is this? It's big mechs, and you're running around in the mech, and in the mech, you get to blow up other mechs. You can hop out of the mech and use it.
Mm. So yeah, man. Cool stuff going on out here.
Um, DC Comics has announced a new movie. Did you see that?
I did. Clayface, right?
Clayface, right? Mike Flanagan is doing Clayface movie. Where he's the
Yeah.
with the DC Comics character Clayface has been getting plenty of play on Max's Harley Quinn series, where he's voiced by Alan Tudyk. But it's looking like the shape-shifting villain's next act will take on the big screen. Variety reports that the Haunting of Hill House creator Mike Flanagan has signed on to write a new Clayface feature for DC Studios that will be produced by Matt Reeves and Lynn Harris, Company Sixth in Ohio. Currently, there are no details about who will direct the project, but Warner Brothers Discovery reportedly intends for it to begin filming sometime next year.
So it's interesting you say that, and I know you haven't seen it yet. It's not a spoiler per se, but it's rumors that there's a character in the Penguin that is going to eventually be Clayface.
Interesting.
You know,
Interesting.
it's a couple of characters that's rumored to
So
be.
this Clayface may not be in the DCEU.
Well, they said Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves is in charge of the Batman and the Penguin. The
Okay.
Batman is not included in the
Yeah.
DCU.
But the
It's its
Batman
own
and the
thing.
Penguin are two different universes too,
No,
right?
they're the same universe.
Are they the same universe?
Yeah. The
I thought they were
Penguin
different
is that
universes.
no, the Penguin is the fallout from the events in the Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the
Interesting.
city gets flooded, and so you're dealing with the aftermath of the
The
actions
flooding.
in the
Yep.
Batman
Hmm.
in like the poor neighborhoods and things like that. Yeah.
So this is interesting.
Yeah. So
So they're gonna
it
have two
could
universes
be
running side by side then.
well, it would only be one universe. If if Matt Reeves is in charge of it, we could have already been seeing
I
some.
know he has his universe, the Matt Reeves universe.
Mhm.
Then there's the DCU ran by
Right.
James Gunn.
Right. They're
That's
completely
two separate
separate.
universes.
Yeah. Absolutely. We got two separate universes going on
Mhm.
at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
And so
I wonder how that makes
maybe
James Gunn feel.
well he's the one who I mean he could have shut it down, but you know,
Could he? Could he? Could David Zaslav come in and say, "Nah, I don't really
yeah.
trust you that
I mean,
well. We're
I
gonna
don't
have this other thing too, just
I
in
don't know.
case."
We could have. I just know
Yeah,
when James Gunn announced his project, he stated that the Matt Reeves universe, the
I
Batman,
know
would
one thing's for certain. James Gunn never came out and said The Penguin's one of the best TV shows written this year.
he should have because it is.
But he didn't do that because it probably ain't his project. He said, "It ain't my project. I ain't messing with that. Hope that stuff falls apart."
He might have. Like it ain't my. He
It
might have put a Johnny Red on.
ain't
Like
mine.
ain't my problem.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make Creatures Commando the thing.
Yeah, he is. And I saw the first episode. It's decent. It's decent. But yeah, so with Clayface, what you just saying that Matt Reeves is executive producing it, I wonder if there is tie-in because that's some of the rumors that are on the internet is that one character is going to eventually be Clayface. And I think it's
Okay.
kind of cool. Clayface has never had like
Yeah.
uh, he's never been a villain in Batman movie or anything. He's even one
No.
of the lesser known villains out there.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great at Harley Quinn, as you
He
said.
is a great character in Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but it
Well,
would
all
be
those
interesting.
characters are great. They really did a good job making those characters round.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Even the plant. The plant was never a character in DC's universe.
Now that yeah, well, Poison Ivy, but I don't remember Poison Ivy having a talking
She didn't
plant.
have a talking plant. The plant,
I don't.
JB Smooth as the plant is a whole vibe.
It is.
He is hilarious.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, but that would be interesting having a
Hmm.
Clayface movie. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Clayface in love with his own ass. That was an amazing episode arc. That was an amazing arc. The Valentine's special. Oh, it was so good. So
Yeah,
good. So good. So good.
yeah. So I'm all for this. Yeah, I have no problem with it at all.
Hmm.
At all. I think he'd be a good actor. I think he'd be a good character to have it in a Batman franchise.
So they're going jump over to Marvel. Marvel's doing something DC has done, Where Marvel comes in, Marvel Comics is setting up a Godzilla crossover event for 2025. Like I said, DC's already did this with the Justice League. They probably had Batman take down Godzilla because he's rich and rich people will always win. So they probably had Batman do it, take
Well,
him down. Godzilla's a black lizard too, so it probably happened. That's probably what happened.
they so it's a crossover with Godzilla. Does
Yeah, Godzilla crossover. This marks Marvel's first Godzilla crossover event in nearly 50 years. After the
so they've
character
had one
started,
before
what's
then?
up?
They've had one before. I didn't know that Marvel
Yeah, in
is
77 to 79.
okay. Is Godzilla public domain now?
No, no.
So who owns Godzilla? Did they work? I guess that's
I want to
I'm
say
thinking.
Taya owns Godzilla.
I'm thinking about just the business. I'm like, oh, who owns it? And did they? I guess I'm assuming they got permission for it, but I was just wondering, was it public
Yeah,
domain? Anybody could
yeah.
use Godzilla
Well,
now.
well, Godzilla's not made in America. It's a Japanese property.
That's true.
It's not made in America. They don't follow the same rules.
That's true.
You
That's
gotta
true.
come ask us.
I mean, what would they do technically?
What's up?
What would they do technically?
Sue you.
I mean, that's about it.
Yeah, take all your money. They take the whole property.
I mean, I would wonder. I don't know. I don't know. It's all good.
Yeah.
Uh, I just wonder what jurisdiction they had, like who could make them, who could enforce it. That's it. So,
The Taito, one of the largest Japanese entertainment companies in the world.
okay.
They're like, oh, you know what? We own hotels.
But
Yeah,
with
we're
it
gonna
being
sue you.
70 years old, I am wondering, well, if it's a Japanese company, so they might have different copyright
Yeah,
rules and things like that.
yeah. They probably got different rules.
I just wonder, could Godzilla be considered public domain that you could use it? I mean, that anybody could use it.
That would be nice if it could be.
Like Mickey Mouse is supposed to be what, like next year or something like that? Woody the Pooh is now.
Mickey Mouse, I think is now.
Is it
I
now?
think Mickey
Okay.
Mouse is public right now.
Okay. I thought I even read someplace that like in 2 or 3 years, Superman is gonna be public domain.
Yeah,
Be interesting.
yeah. America got interesting rules and laws, dog. If if Disney could have their way, they'll run all this stuff backwards.
Oh yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
run it back.
Yeah. You can definitely tell Disney don't definitely doesn't want like anybody just using Mickey Mouse out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, the company isn't built off of Mickey per se, but still.
Toho still owns it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Toho Entertainment in Japan still owns it.
Okay. I was just curious about the
Yep.
bit because I didn't know that Marvel and Toho had a partnership together, and
No, partner license it out to them.
yeah. And
Legendary Films has the license in America.
oh, okay. Legendary used to be. They used to work with DC real closely. I
Yeah,
thought they were a subsidiary, but I don't know if they're a
yeah,
subsidiary. They used
yeah.
to work real closely
But
with DC.
after they took one Kong and smacked another Kong, they took a baby Kong and domestically abused another Kong with. I don't think Legendary has all that free cachet anymore. Toho's like, what the fuck did y'all just do with our monsters? And
Uh,
Toho dropped a Godzilla movie the same year they dropped the Godzilla movie and crushed it. And crushed it. Both critically acclaimed and in the awards ceremonies. I think the last legendary movie was just some kids smoking some weed and said, I got an idea. I
uh,
have an idea. But Godzilla versus Marvel, you know, that's
yeah.
gonna be interesting. They better not let Captain America beat up Godzilla neither. That'd be some BS. I would call BS on it all day.
The Hulk, though, I could see the Hulk and Godzilla fighting.
Yeah, I can see Hulk and Godzilla fighting, but honestly, Captain America better not get up in there and get blasted by Godzilla.
He'd fry. Uh, Godzilla would fry the Hulk. I mean, not the
Yeah,
Hulk. Captain America.
but this is the series. After the character starred in the series Godzilla King of Monsters, which ran from 1977 to 79, they're doing another one here. The six comics will take place over different time periods, with the first issue bowing in March. Godzilla versus Fantastic Four was centered on Fantastic Four battling classic Godzilla, antagonist King Ghidorah, who has been imbued with the power cosmic as the new herald for Galactus, the giant devourer of planets. Wow.
That
So
would be
King
interesting.
Ghidorah is working with Galactus.
Yeah.
I know
Huh.
one thing about Marvel movies they need to address.
What is that?
The Celestial in the middle of the damn ocean. They no series, nothing has addressed the Celestial
It
sitting in the
hasn't.
middle of the damn ocean.
It
They
hasn't.
they have not addressed that.
They've almost dropped the whole movie. Like they have not even mentioned it. And it
Like,
came out what, like 2021? It's been out 5 years, and it's been
yeah,
no mention of it in any property.
Loki, Echo, nothing.
Nothing. The Marvels, Doctor Strange,
They got a
yeah,
Celestial sitting here in the damn ocean,
yeah. They've almost
asleep in the damn ocean.
completely abandoned that story. They've almost forgotten that as a part of the
Yeah,
MCU.
yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all put in Eternals that you had a speedster Eternal that was badass. Where
Mm-hmm.
are the Eternals?
Is no
They're all
mention on the docket and in Disney 20 D23 D24, like nothing.
D23. Yeah, they haven't mentioned them. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned it. It makes me say, like, where are all you have all these dangling storylines of all these creatures. You didn't bring it up in Ant Man.
Mm-mm. You didn't bring up in anything. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got Eternals running around the planet right now.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. But now they can bring Godzilla in the planet. Unless Godzilla be in the MCU.
I don't think we're gonna get that, but
You know,
anything's possible.
what do you think Sony's gonna do with Spider-Man?
I guess they're gonna reset it, right?
Are they?
I
Are
don't
they?
know.
They're
I
done
don't
with
know.
these non-Spider-Man films.
The thing about it is, and we talked about it Wednesday, I believe, they dropped the ball. Like it's not that these characters don't have commercial viability. They dropped the
Boy,
ball. They made
boy,
terrible movies
that review Centel gave us, Trey gave us in the chat
about
had me
Craven.
rolling. He was about
Yeah.
Craven. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
it
man.
is that bad. Because Trey was like, it's all right.
You said it was all right. Yeah.
He says, it's a turn your brain off movie. Trey's very forgiving. He's very, very forgiving.
But
Him and
nah,
Travis are very forgiving about films. They just happy the stuff's being made.
but yeah, Sony, they the ones dropped the ball, man.
They
So,
did.
they made all them shitty movies.
Madam Web was a masterpiece. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll punch you to the white meat.
you know, three girls being chased by a killer, and they
Oh,
decide to
but
party at a
I
diner.
honestly, honestly, I haven't even seen it. I just can't bring myself to watch it. I
You
still
have
don't.
to watch it, Randy.
I
That's
can't.
your weekend homework.
I know.
No, that's your weekend homework,
No,
Randy.
I got things. I got
With
better things to
Secret
do.
Level, you also watch
No.
Madam Web.
Mm-mm.
If
I
you
just
watch Madam Web, I will watch Venom, the Venom series.
why? How does that help me? Like, what are you talking about? That don't
I
help
will,
me.
because I ain't watched the Venom series. I refuse to watch it.
I don't care if you
I
watch.
refuse. I'm like,
I watched the first one. I
no.
didn't. It was like, nah, I'm all right.
That's how I feel about it too. Like,
Venom
mm.
series. Yeah, I uh, I get nothing out of you watching Venom. Like, I'm not like, oh yeah, Chuck is good. Give it a shot. No, I don't care if you watch Venom or not.
I'm telling you, I'm willing to go through a trilogy of horrible movies. So you just watch one of these movies.
You don't have to
I
make that
saw
sacrifice so
Morbius.
much.
Have you seen Morbius?
Yeah, I saw Morbius and it was trash. And
Okay.
Morbius is actually one of my favorite characters. I won't say
Damn.
favorite, but I like Morbius. I like Morbius a
Damn.
lot. Did you watch the Spider-Man cartoon in like
I
the
watched the Ace
early
Bane version.
2000s?
I
Huh?
watched the Ace Bane version of the 2000 cartoon.
Well, the one that Ace Bane uses is actually really good. Morbius plays a really good role in him. Like there's a
Man, there's nothing good about that cartoon, dog. I look at the animation.
nah,
I'm
man,
just
you
messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
hey,
I hear
hey,
it's good. I hear it's a good
it's
one.
really good. And there's even a point in it. There's a storyline between Morbius and Blade in the
Oh,
Spider
interesting.
company. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Like at first, Blade is comes there to kill Morbius.
Okay, I may watch it, which
Yeah,
makes total sense. Which
yeah.
makes
But
total
like
sense.
they kind of link up. Yeah, Morbius is a good character, man. It's just Sony. Sony just
Mm-hmm.
out here. I don't know what. So outside of across the Spider Verse, Sony just squandered that whole IP.
There's another company that's worse than Sony, though.
What Fox? But
No, no, Max, HBO.
well, Max is makes bad decisions. Some of their I mean, HBO is still HBO.
Randy, let me talk about the decision they just made.
Well, that's yeah. They should be smacked to the white meat for
Let me
that.
tell you the decision they just
I
made.
know where you're going. Go
They
ahead.
canceled Sesame Street.
It's
Sesame
not.
Street.
It's not that they canceled it. They're not going to show it on Max.
That means they canceled it. That means that
It's still
somebody
a
else has
part.
to pick it up.
It's still a part of the PBS network. It's still a part of there. But they
Okay.
they were showing it on Max. I remember when the deal was.
I know one thing. Disney should snatch it up as quick as
I
possible.
think they should. Yeah.
They should snatch it up before Amazon takes it from them. But Disney has the Muppets, right? They own the Creature Shop. They own all that stuff.
Yeah. It
They
would
should
make
just
sense
grab
for
and throw it up
right.
on their network.
It would make sense. Yeah. It's like it's a no-brainer. I
But
can't
Disney's not trying to be home to children no more. They know children ain't watching Disney Plus. Children are watching YouTube clips of Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what
Hmm.
children watch now or clips of things anyway. They don't watch the full thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If Disney wanted to reinvent themselves, they would make a vertical format just for children and have it on phones and stuff
Hmm.
that can turn both vertical. They will make Quibi for children.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure sooner or later somebody's going to jump on that.
You know, they pay me a couple $1 million. I'll go back and help them build that.
Pretty sure you would.
Oh,
I
they
want you
may
to.
pay me a couple million
And I want
dollars.
you and I want you to.
I'll go back and build that for them. Hey, I got this grand idea. We'll have a quick bite version of all your Disney cartoons and stuff, and kids can just scroll through it and pick what they want. They have endless scrolling. Kids can have endless scrolling.
I got you. I got you, cuz. I
You
think
know,
you should do that.
I would. They could pay me top dollar for that. I would do it. Me and Rodney go do and clip it through all day long. We'll watch Sesame Street all day and Muppet shows and all the Disney cartoons and clip them all day long.
I think that sounds like a great existence to be able to watch
I know it. What do? I don't make nothing. I clip it
yeah,
and put it onto a service
to
for
be able to
kids.
spend your days going through Muppet and Sesame Street shows and finding clips. I think that sounds like an amazing life.
It does sound like an amazing life. We could so do that. You know,
Mm.
Sesame Street's awesome too.
It's always been awesome. I used to go see Sesame Street live. That's
Me
how much I
too. Me
love
too. I
Sesame
used to
Street.
love it.
Loved it every year. Used to come to Detroit,
Hmm.
Joe Louis Arena. Loved it. Sesame Street, the Muppet Babies, all of them joints. We used to go see it
Hmm.
live.
Hmm.
So yeah,
There's a
man.
bunch of shows I didn't get to see because Joy and Theo wouldn't take me.
Well, that's unfortunate. They should have took you.
Yeah, they didn't take us to a
Sesame
lot of
Street.
them. On Pumpkin would take us a couple of times.
Yeah, yeah. We went like every year. So I was maybe I think around seventh grade is when I
Okay.
stopped.
Yeah.
Sixth, seventh grade is when I
Yeah.
stopped. I wanted to go to it, but yeah,
Yep.
absolutely amazing.
So Microsoft says we're not even trying to make game money out here. We got Microsoft has created the Xbox 360 Ring of Death ugly sweater. This is ridiculous. So you know what the Ring of Death was? Do you know what the Ring of Death was? So the
What-
Ring of Death was if you saw this on your Xbox machine, it means your Xbox bricked. and it doesn't work. You had to take it to get fixed if they could fix it. And fixing it was not a cheap feat. So people would have their Xbox, and it could be a number of things to get the Ring of Death. And it's like a circle that goes almost all the way full, or one corner of it not fulled up. And if
Mhm.
you saw it, you freaked out. You were like, "Oh my God, it's gonna cost me like $100 to get this thing fixed." You know, and GameStop would fix them for us, but the Ring of Death, and it could be something minor or major, you didn't know what was causing it.
Ugh, that sucks.
So it became a phenomenon. So Microsoft said, "Hey, we're gonna get some money off of this. We no longer have the Ring of Death, and we're gonna soon stop making consoles eventually. So let's make an ugly sweater with the Ring of Death on it. And this is the sweater. That sweater is ugly.
Yeah, it is. But I love ugly sweaters. Your next week I'll probably wear my ugly sweaters for the last shows or the holiday season. So yeah,
Wow.
I love ugly sweaters. But so Microsoft though, from what I think I read, they've never made money off of its game consoles.
No.
They lost money for each one sold, which they were trying to reach certain numbers. They had to reach certain unit sales in
Yeah.
order to make a profit.
Yeah. That's everybody but Nintendo.
Oh, really?
PlayStation loses money on their game consoles too.
Mm,
You know, everybody but Nintendo.
okay. Mm,
Nintendo's like, we don't lose money here. We make
nah,
money.
yeah.
We make money here. We make
Nintendo,
money on everything. We'll sell y'all Mario, the first Mario Brothers game for
yeah,
$10 in 2025, because that's who we are.
yeah.
I tell people that all the time. I said, y'all know Nintendo sells Zelda, the first Zelda game, and they sell that game for like $10, 9.99. I
Is that
said, that
expensive?
game came out like 30 years ago.
Is that expensive?
Yes, yes. That game should be free today. Free today. That's in the movies. What is that like? Let me think of a good movie. That's like E.T. costing $25 right now. The Blu-ray of E.T. costs $25 right
Yeah.
now. Or
No,
better, the stream of E.T. costs $25 right now. You'd be like, what? Why would I pay $25 for E.T.?
yeah.
But yeah, the ugly sweater is dope though.
Yes.
Um, you gonna get this? You should get this and rock it.
No, I would. I absolutely would.
Rock it around the office, and people think you're a gamer. Then you can tell them you can tell them the lie. I haven't played a game since 87,
I
since
play,
ET came out.
I played one since then. Jesus.
hmm hmm I know what it was. I know it got you off of games. I know it. I know the moment you got off games.
What?
When Theo made us play Tekken at 3 o'clock in the morning
That
when he
was
got in
y'all
from work.
thing. That was y'all thing.
You were
Oh,
there. You were there.
yeah, I was.
He
But
would
that
wake
was
us
you.
up.
That
Hey,
was you.
wake up. We're gonna
Yeah,
play
that was
Tekken.
you and
And I
Theo's
had to
thing. Like,
beat him. And he'd be like, I beat you. I beat you.
and then
I
he wouldn't
beat
go
you.
to sleep until he won. And yeah, that was y'all thing. I wasn't getting it in. Hey, when two brothers are fighting over a video game, be like, I'm just a cousin.
Yeah.
Bring him here.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it. It was wild. It was wild.
Yeah,
He wake me up. Wake up. Wake up. Like, what? What, Theo? I'm sleeping.
yeah,
Nah. You gonna get this ass whooping. And I
yeah.
sit there and beat him all day. I'm
Hey, I'm
Tekken.
like,
Just beat
nah,
me.
I'm not going to. No, this ain't my fight.
Yeah, so the funk wants to get in the chat
Oh
too.
yeah, bring him in. And Trey, yeah, bring him in.
He says, I'm just joining, but did y'all talk about Nintendo winning game of the year? I didn't say it was Nintendo. I said Astrobot won the funk, but it is the most Nintendo PlayStation game ever made.
It-
We're talking about Nintendo right now selling Zelda, the first release of Zelda, the first Zelda game right now for like 9.99 on the Nintendo network. They still sell that game for 9. I said that game should be free.
it's Trey. Hey, Trey,
So
come in.
yeah, we can bring Centel in. Let's
Yeah,
bring
bring
Centel
some
in,
come
T.
in. Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, the funk. You want to join us? You can join us. We got 15 minutes left.
Yeah. Both of y'all, yeah, both of them. Jump on in. Nah, I'm still looking in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking. Nah, he's I'm still lurking in the chat. That's fine. What's up?
What's up, Centel?
Yeah, what's cracking?
Yeah, we Rodney had to switch over, OBS layouts and every overlays and everything. What's going
He's
on?
the best technical director in the land. He can do
He is
that.
the best
That's the
technical
one.
director in the
Hold on, let me close
Yeah,
land.
this door real quick.
Yeah.
yeah, he got it.
He, the funk is right. Did you see the video of? I know that Centel didn't Trey didn't see the video game awards last night, but the director of Astrobots was like, "Hey, thanks Nintendo, thanks Mario, y'all made our game easy to make."
Why do you say that?
Cause Astrobot, which is the game of the year,
Which is
is
so good too. You played it?
it's like a Nintendo game. It's
uh,
like a Mario 360
It's a
game.
Mario platformer, yeah.
Yeah, Mario 3D game.
But it's fun. I like to
Yeah, I
play.
haven't bought it yet. You bought it, Centel?
Yeah, I got it, man. I bought
What?
it, and the thing was super dope about it is
I haven't bought
the
it yet.
controls. I don't, did you play the first one? The first
Yes,
Astrobot?
the controls on the first one. That made that
Yeah,
controller magical.
mm.
When you pull a rope, you feel like you're pulling a rope on your controller.
yeah. Even like when you're walking in sand, it kind of feels squishy. The
Sand
controller
and
feels
the
squishy.
snow.
Yes, it's dope. It's dope what they did with it. Now, game
Uh-huh.
of the year.
Game
I
of
mean,
the
it's really
year.
good, but game of the year good. I'm
Game of
like,
the year.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask because like, there's a lot of people thought Black
Wukong.
Wukong was gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right?
I thought Final Fantasy was
Well,
gonna get it because
not
it's
just
Final
not,
Fantasy.
and then just not that, but like Fallout winning over Arcane for best
Yeah,
adaptation.
yeah.
Like,
I thought that was
Yeah.
weird too.
Ugh.
And then it makes you feel bad too because Fallout is good.
yeah,
You
Right.
know,
But that
Yeah.
damn
Arcane
arcane is
way
once in a
better.
lifetime, son.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah,
not even in
it's a
2024.
generational
They in like
project.
2035, right? We
Mhm.
we just trying to catch up, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
like
That's
Fallout, but nah,
disrespectful.
son.
And
It's
you
still
know
levels
bad,
to this.
Ella Purnell hit the stage and she
Mhm.
accepted the award. She was there next to the guy that accepted the award. And I was like, think it'd have been her or Arcane. She'd have been up there twice. Either one, she was gonna be on the stage. Cause
Yeah, that's true.
she
That's
is
true.
what's her voice in Arcane? She is Powder, right? Or is she V?
I'm
she's
trying to remember. I
Jinx.
can't
Uh,
remember.
I thought she was
She's
Vi.
Jinx. She's
Vi.
Jinx.
No,
Jinx.
she's Jinx. She is
She's
Jinx.
Jinx.
Jinx, yeah,
He is
yeah.
Jinx.
She's
Yeah,
Powder,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Jinx.
Vi is
Yeah.
Haley Stanfield.
Haley
Yeah.
Stanfield. That's right. I was, yeah, so she's Jinx. She's Powder and Jinx. I was like, yeah. So she'd been on the stage no matter what. She was gonna be on the stage. They're like, yo, come and whoever wins, you go on the stage. So I think when in her seats, she had both developers on both sides of her.
Nice. Why did they get? And I'm trying to diss Fallout, but man, arcane.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like that's politics.
Well,
Something,
well, it's
something.
Or
adaptation, right?
maybe because they won
Adaptation.
last year for it, the same category.
Yeah.
Maybe that, but but yeah. So
It's an
going back to
adaptation though.
So
the
Wukong did win for
Wukong,
action game though.
yeah.
He did win for
So
action.
game of the year, everybody thought Wukong's gonna win. So,
Yeah, yeah. Wukong should have got Game of the Year, but it had a rough launch. It had launched with a lot of bugs in it.
But you know what? Here's why I can kind of understand why Sega went over Wukong. Wukong is not for everybody. Like you have to have a certain kind of twitch and for that type of action fighting.
Yeah,
game.
you do.
Whereas Astrobot is for everybody. Like you don't
Yes.
you could just pull up, not know nothing about anything, and have a really good time with that game. And I could see it. I could see more people being able to, you know, understand it more over Wukong. Even though I would have picked Wukong, but I can understand why Sega won.
Yeah, Wukong's a beautiful
PlayStation.
game. Like it's a beautiful game.
Mm.
There are not many games that look that pretty. But
Tekken 1 fighting game.
Fallout may be a better adaptation than Arcane, because Arcane's not adapted from any source material.
Damn.
Oh, is that what the loophole is?
Yeah, that may be it. It may be that Fallout is definitely built on top of the world of the Fallout world, where Arcane they just made it up.
Okay.
They just
Yeah.
used the characters and used some of the they used the elements of the world and made a story around it. Adaptation is like you take the actual world and you make it over again in a different medium.
I'm feeling like whatever helps you sleep through the night. That's it. That's it, man. I get it.
Uh,
That
yeah.
sounds cool.
So I think that's good. Did you see the Intergalactic trailer, Trey?
No,
You didn't see the
But
Intergalactic, the new Naughty Dog game?
no. Let me look
So
it up.
Naughty Dog just, said, "Hey, we announced an Intergalactic." And it's a space pirate game, a bounty hunter game, space bounty hunter game. That's what we got so far.
Does it look good?
It does look good. Looks amazing. And writing at it is their game engine. It is the Naughty Dog engine.
Okay.
So that's impressive. The fact they get made they have unlimited budget with Sony, so they can do what the hell they want to do. Sony's not going to tell Naughty Dog, nah, you can't do that. They're not going to say that. Naughty Dog's going to make a game and say, Sony, this is how much it cost. They're like, okay, this is how much it cost. You know, they don't have much of a problem.
Hmm.
But the game looks good though. The game looks really, 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 really good. I don't like the way she holds the clippers though. She ain't never cut no ball head before.
Oh, yeah, that's something. That's something. How did y'all feel about the end of the Sony Spider-Verse run? Did y'all talk about that?
Oh, the Spider Verse,
Excuse me, the villain verse. Yeah, Spider.
the
Yeah.
villain verse, the
I mean,
Craven.
yeah, we talked
We talked
about
about it a little
Like,
bit. You saw the movie.
Yeah,
Give me your hot take.
it's probably maybe like the third best out of all. I think it's better than Madam Web. It's better than Madam Web, but not by much. It's bad. It's bad. Let me just go ahead. I'm trying to, but it's
yeah,
bad.
like you've been awful PC here tonight, brother. Tell
It's
us how you
bad.
really feel. Let's be real, man. Keep it real with the people.
You can
man.
tell me you like it. I told everybody you're quite forgiving on movies. You'll just turn your brain. You say just turn your brain off and you will
Nah,
like
it's
it.
bad. It's bad, but all of them are bad. That's the thing. you
Yeah.
know?
I heard
So when
ADR.
you're-
I heard critics were laughing in the movie. I heard
Yeah.
it's a laugh fest.
Yeah, we did.
They
Because
said
the lines are really bad.
they said
And the
it's
writing
like
is awful.
it is they said it's Marvel's version of The Room.
That's really bad. Then I'll say this. I say the character of Craven was interesting. It's just everything built around him is trash.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the
it's
thing.
just
Craven is
bad.
an interesting. A lot of the characters though that they put into the Spider Verse, they're good characters. Just Sony, I felt like failed those characters
Yeah.
very
I
bad.
I absolutely would never want to see another Craven movie. I don't want to see Craven 2, but I
Right.
would. Yeah, I think it would be fun to see him battle Spider-Man. That could be fun.
Yeah, you know,
So if they bring him in as like a side villain or whatever.
Should
Like,
we
and I-
give Craven back to
I think we give
Marvel?
all of them back.
All of it. All of it.
Give
back.
all
Because
of them
Madam
back?
Web is a character that can go in and I know I'm not talking
I
about
don't
the
know
movie.
what you're talking about. That Madam Web movie was amazing.
I'm not talking about the
Three
movie.
girls being hunted by a spider villain to go to a diner to dance on top of tables for little young high school
The
boys.
character can move in and out of the multiverse.
Yeah.
She has influence and power over
Randy,
it.
it's not about her. It's about the three girls around her.
I'm saying that character,
Randy,
not the,
you're
not,
talking
not
about a
the
character
actor
that
we
doesn't
got.
matter.
The character that we got could be integrated into the
It's not
MCU.
about Madam Web, though,
Yo,
Randy.
it's about Sydney Sweeney. If we're gonna be
It's
honest,
about
and they
Sydney
messed that.
Sweeney. It's not
They-
about Madam
It's about
Web.
Sydney Sweeney, and they couldn't stick the landing with Sydney Sweeney, and that's awful.
Yeah, it's about Sydney Sweeney.
I mean, it's almost a layup with her, and how do you mess that up?
They did mess it up. They did mess it up. Randy, you have to see the movie.
I'm not
awful.
watching it.
Don't
Watch it. I said,
I'm
Randy,
not.
if you watch it, I'll watch the
Don't do
three
that to
Venom
yourself.
movies.
I
Love
keep
yourself.
telling you that does nothing for me.
Shouldn't he watch the three? Shouldn't he watch it?
No.
Tell, shouldn't he watch it?
No, it's bad.
No.
No, you tell him yes.
No.
You would tell me, yeah. You should watch it. You
Don't
would
do that.
tell me, yeah. Why don't you tell him no? Why are you
What?
telling him no?
Why are you trying to wish bad on people, man?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Why trying to
There's
cause
no other way to appreciate good things
trying
without
to
watching bad
trying to
things.
cause trying to inflict pain on people, man.
I am.
There are levels, right? I can watch bad stuff, but come on, man.
Yo,
I'll tell you what is good though.
none of
If I go ahead.
go ahead real quick. Real quick. None of them have like a positive like Rotten Tomatoes score. Like none of them.
Because they don't deserve them.
Like it's crazy. Like not even one is like even breaking the positive Rotten Tomatoes score. Like it's crazy.
Don't even try.
I believe it. I believe
They
it.
feel like film school projects on a high school level.
Right.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what is good and what I'm recommending to people is a Nosferatu visually is off the chain. I think if you like horror, y'all like horror, Johnny?
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah,
All right.
I like horror.
They had the
Yeah.
Nosferatu,
Nosferatu.
virtual experience here in LA.
Yeah. I would recommend that one. That one's fun to watch. And
They had the
it's-
immersive experience here in LA.
Would you do a Nosferatu immersive like goggle glasses kind of thing? Like would either of you do any like horror on VR glasses? Is that
Yes,
I
do
would.
horror
I think it'd
now.
be dope.
I do horror now in VR glasses.
Yeah.
I do horror now. Yes.
I don't know if I could do that.
Um,
I think so.
Really?
I am.
Yeah,
I'm the
not in
producer.
VR. Not in VR.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too much.
I'm the producer for Alien Rogue Incursion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a horror game. It's Alien horror game in VR.
Boy,
Yeah.
that sounds scary as fuck.
Yeah, but y'all get y'all's hands on it. Oh,
Man, face
oh.
hugger coming
Oh,
at
it's
you.
chef's
Holy
kiss.
shit.
Oh, it's chef's kiss.
Holy
It is
shit. A
chef's
face hugger
kiss.
coming after you in
Trust
VR.
me.
Boy,
Trust me, I have yet to beat the game, you guys. I have yet to
that
beat it.
sounds like woo.
Oh man, it's chef's kiss, you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you let me know so I won't, take part.
It's worth it. Worth
Yeah.
it. Every bit.
I
of it.
did that. I played that Half-Life Alex in the goggles.
Yeah,
And that was enough. That's not even made to be scary, it was
that's
enough
not
for
even
me.
scary.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I need
Oh,
I need
man.
some distance from the screen.
Oh, we have a game called Shattered,
Yeah.
and you play the shattered memories of somebody that's been murdered.
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all not ready. Y'all not
No.
ready. Oh, better yet, Resident Evil is in VR. You can play Resident Evil right in VR right
No,
now.
I love myself though. Why would I want to do that? I love
And
it.
it is as bad as you think it is.
Oh gosh.
You know, when you got zombies running at you with guns and you're like, oh my God, I'm out of bullets.
Speaking of
Oh.
which, Batman Arkham
Oh, that's
won best
amazing.
VR game of the year at the Game Awards. And
Yeah,
Earl
yeah.
Earl is in that. Earl, our
Yeah.
buddy,
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
and former
Yeah.
Geekish Network alum is in that game. So
hmm
yeah.
Yeah, Batman is pretty good. They have it's very Arkham. It's very Arkham. So you get in the fights, you're throwing punches, and
Yeah.
somebody's about to sneak up on you. You throw a punch to the left, and you turn
Yeah.
around and punch them, and you throw a punch to the right, and you turn around and punch them. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You throw the back cable out and zip up to it and hide. You go around the rafters in it. It's fun. It's in VR.
I could maybe do Batman. Oh, the thing that's making waves. Did y'all talk about Corey Kenshin going into animation?
No,
No.
this first I'm hearing
Yeah.
about it.
Corey Kenshin dropped. He's back first. He only comes back like once a month. I think his video's only been out maybe a few hours. It's only been out 11. It's only been out 11 hours and already has over 7 million views.
Jesus.
Let me put it in here. So he's jumping into animation. That's kind of why.
I
guess
know he has
why
a new
he's been
manga.
gone.
They said the new manga's coming out.
Hold on, let me see. There it is. It's in the chat.
Must be nice.
I love seeing creators like do different things. That'd be great. You like get a contract and be like, "Hey man, make this cool dope anime."
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking at it
I was-
now. He's doing the manga. So congratulations to Corey.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's a cool transition.
That's what
That's
you do when you
definitely in
make
his
money.
wheelhouse, and it looks all right.
It
It looks all
looks
right.
good. I wonder what the studio he's using, or is he using local talent, non-professional talent, or if he's using a studio or not. He should go to
Yeah,
Fortiche. They're looking
I
for
don't know where.
projects.
I don't know who he got that made that, but that's I'm
This looks good.
It
yeah,
looks really
right. That
good. Yeah.
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 for somebody that's just like, yeah, I know a couple people that can make stuff happen.
OTV,
That's pretty good.
Offline TV did something like this, similar to they made like a music video, and they hired legit like I forget the name of it, but it was a Japanese company. They do other stuff. I think they do. I think who's the one that did Critical Roles, Vox
Oh,
Machina.
Titmouse.
I think they actually got Titmouse to do
Titmouse. That
and
makes
so,
sense.
and they
Titmouse
said
is
they wanted to do it, and they said it was really fucking expensive.
Titmouse is
but they
expensive.
they have a lot of money, so
Yeah, they got money.
Yeah.
You know, Titmouse is
Titmouse
no
is
amateur
dope, though.
shop.
Yeah, Titmouse is dope.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
they
some
do.
of the these YouTubers, the influencers, they got tons of money, man. So
Yeah,
they can
that's
definitely if they really want to, man. Like
They got money to
Yeah.
spend.
that looks good.
yeah.
He's got 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the largest. He's one of the largest black game reactors on the
Uh,
planet.
Mark asked me, "Are these game companies like Mythic Quest or Grandma's Boy?" Um, it depends on the time, Mark. They could be both of those things, and they could be Silicon Valley. They could be a lot of things. There's a lot of tropes there that are realistic. Um, it depends on where you're coming from and what gaming company you're talking about. There are a lot of professional game companies, but they have their moments. You break loose. You have your loose moments in gaming. You have your moments. You talk about everything. You talk about everything. You do everything. And depending on the size of the company too. Like you went Mythic Quest only gave us like 10 people. In that studio, they probably have about 200 people.
Goodness.
You just never hear about them. They
Mm.
probably have a whole lot of people in that studio in Mythic Quest. Um, the same thing because they're making the MMO. MMOs are big and they're hard to do, but they're a little bit of both. It's interesting. Like it's so funny. Um, I work now with my replacement from Netflix at Meta. So
How does that work out?
Noriko, they hired her in Japan because I wouldn't go move to Japan, and she works at Meta with me.
Oh, word.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, you're Charles." She was like, "The job was crazy hard." I was like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad. It was fun." Yep, yep. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So Mark asked that question about what a gaming studio is like. It's probably more like The Office than anything else. They're probably, I think that's most corporate America's like The Office.
I
Most
say,
corporate America's like The Office.
I've never seen Grandma's Boy. I know, but I've seen like clips and I've seen the memes of
Oh,
it. I've never
it's
seen
silly.
it.
It's totally silly. It's like speaking of Mythic Quest, this is a good segue. So Mythic Quest is gonna have a shoot off anthology series called Side Quest. Would you be down to watch that?
Depends on who the characters are.
It's the same characters. It's all the side characters. It's like Dana and all of them.
Mhm.
Everybody goes
oh,
does their other thing because they break up the studio.
I would be down for that.
It's called Side Quest.
You gonna be down for that? I know
Yeah.
when we talked about it earlier, you were like, I
You
wanted to
said it
be
was
in.
different characters, though. You was like it was just like the ancillary characters. If it's the same characters from
It's
Myth,
ancillary characters. It's Dana and it's not Poppy and what's his name?
And Ian. And his
Ian.
name.
It's not
because what
Poppy and
I
Ian.
didn't want from Mythic Quest is
Ian.
start making. They just start making shows for this. I thought it was gonna be like a spinoff, and I didn't want them to start making shows for the sake of just making shows because of the popularity of Mythic Quest.
Yeah. Well, Ian, the character plays Ian. He's involved. He's writing it. So it's like the studio breaks up, and it's like people start their own studios. So Dana starts her own studio, for example.
Then it's a spinoff.
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
Did y'all like the second season? I didn't. Well, the last season. They only did 2 seasons, right? Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3?
Three. It might have been
It was
three.
3.
Yeah.
Because the second
so-
season is the COVID season,
That's right.
right?
That's right. So did you all like the third season?
I did.
last
I
one?
I
liked it.
did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I did.
I think they could actually end the show.
That's what I keep saying. That's why when we talked about this last time, I don't want it just to be going on for the sake of going on. Again, I'm all right with closure for projects.
Yeah.
If a
I'm
season,
with closer too.
if
But
something's only got, if the story's only good for 3 seasons, that's fine. Let's let it in and move on.
Let it go.
But if the creative says, I got side quests and I want to do side quests, I say let the creative do it.
You know, I don't want Apple TV like, yeah, we can't let this gravy train.
Yeah, I
drop.
don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that.
That's
That
when
I
we
don't
get
want.
House
I
of
agree with
Dragons season 15. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't
At
want.
this point, I don't understand House of Dragons. I was like, why am I even watching this?
You know,
It's like they're in one room most of the time.
that's what
They're
I
interior. They're in interior all the time. So you got dragons. Y'all ain't flying around just fighting each other. This
So it should've
angers
been.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, where's the 50 million per episode going?
I think they cut that back though. I think
I
season
think so
2 it
too.
was
I
like,
think they said that
nah.
announcement and they cut it back because
Yeah.
everything's in interior. They're always inside talking. Hell, Game of Thrones, they were even outside talking. They even went hunting in Game of Thrones a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think season 1 is what it cost, and then they was like, nah. Zaslav was like, nah.
Well, season
This ain't
one,
Meerkat.
season one was shot still during COVID. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
yeah,
So it probably was
season
quite expensive.
season two, I think they had less COVID restrictions. But
Yeah.
you're right. Most of it's just it's just.
Interior shots of them talking.
I mean, yeah, and that was the beauty of the first one. It was like they went all over Westeros and they had different locales and different things and they explored the world. Now it's just like it's just these 2 rooms, right?
Yeah,
the
these
green
2 rooms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care for any of this. I haven't finished the second season.
I haven't either. I was like,
I'm like, am I going to finish it? I'd rather
That's what
watch
I'm saying.
Silo or Foundation.
Yeah,
You
Silo.
know?
I haven't.
Silo.
Anybody
Or the
finish it? Anybody
Expanse.
watch Silo?
Silo 1 was not good, man.
It was
It
not.
was slow.
It's
Yeah.
slow.
But I do like the
I heard the
intrigue.
second season's better.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay, I haven't even started
Yeah,
yet.
I was
Yeah.
yeah. And
when I
then
heard
it
it
had
came out,
Common
I
in
was
there with
like,
his non-acting self. I was just like, Lord have mercy.
Here's the question that I got for y'all. How are y'all feeling Skeleton Crew?
I'm
far.
enjoying it.
Okay. Johnny?
I haven't seen it yet.
He hasn't started it yet.
I can't wait to see what you think. I can't wait. Yeah, that's gonna be
I'm
interesting.
enjoying it because I told you what I did. I did a palate cleanse. I watched Ewoks, the battle for Endor, and it set the barometer for me what I should be expecting. And I like the fact they show creatures. Jesus Christ, Star Wars actually showing creatures is amazing.
Well, Star Wars should show creatures. I mean, it's
They don't show creatures though. Even they do horrible masks. And I know where that mask comes from. That mask is from the Battle of Endor, right? A couple of masks was like, oh, that's from the Battle of Endor. I was like, they're having a field day with this.
I haven't seen it, so I got.
It's a team of people that really play into nostalgia and they run with it.
Mark said, watching it for binge release sake at this point. Yeah.
What he said?
He said he's watching for the
He's
second
a binge worthy sake.
It's a tough sell for me.
And he said
It's
Silo 2
getting
is better.
but
Okay.
but it is getting better. I will say that.
Yep. And regardless of what Rakai says, I like Jude Law.
Is Jude Law his Owen Wilson?
That's his own Wilson. He's like, Jude Law's never been in a good
Why
movie.
y'all don't like Jude Law? That's
I don't
my guy,
understand
man.
that. I don't understand it.
Alfie, Sherlock.
Alfie.
Yeah, Jude Law
Sherlock,
got hit,
yeah,
man.
he crushed it. He crushed it
Yeah.
in both of those.
Yeah.
What you gotta say, Centel? Say it. Say it.
I mean,
Say it. We ain't talking to Trey. You're talking to Centel right now. What's Centel got to say about Jude
I ain't
Law's
got no
acting?
problem with Jude. Jude ain't done nothing to me.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
like you.
I'm just like, just entertain me, Jude, please. Just please entertain me.
It's hard. He's in a children's show.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know.
Goonies, you are not.
You know. It's kind of like Willow.
Oh, don't ever bring that up.
You're
The
such a
series of
hater.
the movie, well, the movie wasn't good either, but my young mind imagined it being better than what it was. But I saw that damn series, I was like, ooh, God.
Man, I was trying to watch
How
Never
you gonna make a
Storm.
wizard show about a guy with no magic?
Yo, it's like Tolkien answered why didn't they ride the eagles to the mountain?
Mm.
To they he told he said what Tolkien's response was?
Was
Shut the
that
fuck up. He told the guy to shut up. He told the guy to shut up. I said that makes total sense. Tolkien should have told him to show up. Shut up.
I mean, they
That
had,
makes total sense.
you know, those ring rays had those fell beasts, man.
Yeah.
They flew on those things, you know. They take down the eagles, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I like how Rodney justifies it better than Tolkien. That's
but
that's
we
a good
know
one.
we know why. We know
He
why.
had to tell us. He had to write a story.
You know what it
He's like, I have
is.
300 more
We
pages
already
to
know
write.
what it is.
You know what it
Rodney
is,
not
too.
gonna have any token slandered on this network.
I'm saying what
I think
Tolkien
it probably.
said. Shut up.
I Tolkien. I think it for him. It's like it's one of those things where like he probably gets that question 50 million
lot.
times, right? When he was still alive, and he was just probably like, just shut up, man. I wrote it how I wrote
I
it.
hear what y'all saying, but if I did that, y'all wouldn't have a book to love.
Yeah, it's like boring story. Oh, they flew it over there. Okay.
Yep. Like people asking, why didn't Harry just wear the invisibility cloak to go kill Voldemort?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
See, everybody gets quiet. He had all the tools plus the invisibility cloak. Why didn't he just wear the
Cheat code.
invisibility cloak, ride in and kill him one day?
I had to imagine he could see. Like, I don't know.
No, Voldemort couldn't see them people in the invisibility cloak because he wore it before with the snake. See, nobody's. It just doesn't make for interesting.
There's got to be a good reason. I just
No,
overlooked it.
shut up, Randy. Shut up. That's what JK.
There's a reason I'm just
Shut up.
I'm just overlooking
messing
it.
up everybody fun.
Right.
Yeah, why you trying to
I'm not
destroy
gonna have
everybody's
you
fun, Randy?
ruining my young adult years. Thinking about, damn it.
You needed what you need was 2 extra books. That's what she told you. The publisher said I had to write 2 extra books. I couldn't just let him kill him.
Because that would take all the fun out of it.
Silly Billy gumdrops. That's true.
He's not ruining my Harry Potter experience. Because this is some reason.
There's a lot of things that happen not for convenience. It's so funny when you hear like a movie pitch meetings. He goes, why this happen? It was just convenience.
Like on the Big Bang when they said for the Indiana Jones movies, Indiana Jones had no overall influence on the plot. Like everything that would have happened in the movie would have happened, was in it or not.
It's true. He was there or not.
Wow, I didn't think about
That
that.
is
Oh,
true.
Sheldon was heated. Oh, he was heated. He
That is
started
true.
doing every book she said it. Yeah.
That is true. Indiana Jones had nothing to do with the plot.
It had nothing to do with the plot of it. Like there's like everything would have, the Nazis would have got killed. They would have fought the Ark, like all of it. He had nothing to do with it.
We can almost say that about Luke Skywalker, you guys.
did.
We can almost say it about Luke Skywalker.
What pulled up on Darth Vader? He
He
pulled
did
up.
at the end.
His ability to shoot womp rats, shot the.
But
it better than the
we
hole.
were all praising Luke Skywalker. He was running around in the jungle with Yoda trying to pull a starfighter out the water and he couldn't do it. Yoda had to do it for him.
Yeah, looking at Luke, this is your king.
Are you guys gonna?
You know?
Speaking of kings, are you gonna watch Mufasa?
I
I'm
hear it's
gonna watch
good,
it.
Too.
I'm going to watch it
I don't
because
want to.
Beyonce's
I have
daughter's
no
in it.
interest.
So,
Yeah.
so
Like,
They're
I
both in
heard
it.
like because
They're both in
I
it,
don't know if it's
right?
stories, but so it's is his father? Is he adopted?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
So people are like, then shit, maybe Scar had a point there.
That's the
Scar is supposed to be
argument.
the king.
Yeah.
Scar is supposed to be the king.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
here come this new dude showing up,
right, here come
dancing and
my
singing with
stepbrother,
meerkats.
my adopted brother taking my kingdom.
So yeah, thanks, Scar.
Exactly.
Thanks for the kingdom.
Right.
Yep.
That I looked out for him and he became king.
Dog, they're killing all
He
all
I
our
probably
feel
took
like they
heroes,
should have
knowledge.
made
dog.
I
that
They're
movie.
bet.
killing all our heroes. It was
I,
this year I found out the Jedi were just dirty cops. They're just dirty cops. I'm still mad about that. I am still
Yeah.
mad about
He
that.
is. He really is. He
I'm still mad about
Yeah, man, they gotta stop. They gotta stop recreating these narratives and
I
stuff. Like,
know it.
so
I
all
know
these
it.
years,
It's our generation ruining
right?
ourselves.
So
We're
all
like,
these
we're gonna
years we thought
remake everything.
Mufasa, like James Earl. So come to find out, James Earl Jones stole the kingdom. That's messed up, dog.
that's what it sounds like.
Hey,
And he
hey,
probably
hey,
and look,
hey.
he probably took Sarabi too before he
So
showed
what
up.
was
Yep,
probably
yep.
Sarabi and
promised to
Scar was
him,
probably like
right?
kicking it. Yeah. Here come you know what? It'd be funny if they did it kind of like how they did the Karate Kid. If you go back and you see Daniel's really the bad guy.
Yeah, he's the villain. I told
He's
Randy
the
that a
villain.
long time ago. He refused to believe me. He's
I
like,
do.
I'm
There's
not
some great
watching that
videos
video.
on there.
I
Yeah,
still
Randy
do,
was
and
so
they got
against
all
me.
of them. Yeah,
And they
I
explain
was
it,
like,
and you're like,
Daniel's
damn, he
son is
really
the
was the villain.
asshole.
and it
He's the
did. He really
villain.
wasn't. He really wasn't talking to him. He was talking to his girl.
Yeah, he was minding his business.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he even told him like, "Hey, dude, this ain't got nothing to do with
Like, yo,
you.
chill out, dog.
It's me and my
Yeah, chill
girl.
out, dude.
You
Chill out.
new in town.
knew.
You don't know nothing about this."
None.
Chill out.
Nah. Daniel was a
Daniel's
menace,
son was
man.
the asshole.
Daniel was a
Yeah,
menace.
yeah. The 80s were a messed up time, you guys.
And then the shower scene, like they wasn't messing with him.
They
He
weren't
was
messing
fucking
with him.
water
He
on him and
did
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They deserve to beat him up.
That damn Mufasa is over here giving
Think about it.
that
You're
wisdom
at
to
a
Simba.
Halloween
You
dance
got him on
talking
the
to the
rock talking about
shorties.
everything the light touches. You take that shit, Simba.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's
Mufasa
like
out
the
here
best piece of
a
advice I
real
can tell
villain.
you.
He a real villain.
Yeah.
He's a real villain. I'm gonna give it to
Real
you,
villain.
Simba. Your Uncle Scar, fuck him.
Everything the light
Right.
touches.
He
took
never
from your
mentioned
uncle.
like, oh, when I was down and out, your Uncle Scar pulled me into the family. Treated me like a brother. He never mentioned none of that, man.
Nope. And
Of
then I
course-
betrayed him and took his
Of
kingdom
course,
from
Scar
him.
is mad. Like this move, then this really stole my crown.
Yep. It's gonna be interesting, boy.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
trying to tell you.
foul, man.
Disney ruining all our childhoods right
That's
now.
foul,
One
dog.
by one. One by one.
I gotta see how they gonna swing this, man. Like, are you kidding me?
I hear they do the same thing for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like you'll come out of it like, what?
The live action one that's coming out. The new
Yep,
one?
I hear it's like a what moment. Not because it's weird or anything, it's because they changed the whole premise of the original. What did Mark say? I like the Transformers 1 retcon. Yeah, I like the Transformers 1 retcon.
I haven't seen Trent.
It's
I
kinda-
gotta watch it. That's my homework.
really good.
It's kind of like the Allspark one. Mark, if you have a chance, you should watch the Netflix version of it.
The Netflix one
Wars
version
of
is great.
Cybertron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's great. Especially when my man Megatron's like, I know you, Orion.
That is
Yeah,
government name.
no, Mark, watch the Netflix version. You will side with Megatron.
Yeah.
You
I
were
remember
saying-
we
you're
watched
down
it,
with
we was
Megatron,
like, Wait
definitely.
a second, Megatron, right? It's funny. Megatron was right. It just like what's his name that has the Magneto, and Magneto was right.
Magneto was
Yeah.
right. I love the fact Magneto was right. They named the
Yeah.
episode that Magneto was
But
right.
Magneto always been right, man.
He's
I remember
always
when
been
I
right.
first
Yep.
started watching, like, because I wasn't a big Marvel comic, but when I first saw the cartoon, I was like, why is he the villain?
Yeah.
Now the original was made like right around the time of the Civil Rights Movement, right?
Well,
Yes,
those,
the
yeah,
original
because
comic
they're
books.
based off of civil
Afterwards,
rights.
yeah,
they're based on civil rights. They're
yeah.
based.
Okay, so I mean, some people don't want Magneto to be right.
Right.
The
Yeah.
people that made those comics, no,
Right.
they don't want Magneto to be right because
Right.
that would imply something.
Right.
Yep. Okay. With that being said, guys,
Oh, we out of here. Oh.
we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you all for tuning in to Geek Beast. Sorry, I'm listening to the message out. Uh, happy holidays, everybody. We will be back next week. Friday, we'll try to be back. I think I'm flying in Kentucky at that time, so we may not have a Friday show next Friday. This Wednesday, Binge Worthy is going to do Secret Level, and also Pod Squadron's back next week.
Oh, are they?
So Pod Squadron's back on Monday, right?
Okay.
Right, Rodney? It's Monday. Yep, and they're
Yep,
going to
we'll
be
be back.
talking
We'll be
about
catching
the
a skeleton crew.
Skeleton Crew.
Yep.
I tell everybody to
So,
watch and catch up and watch with Pod Squadron.
so yeah, first base. We'll try to get all 3 episodes. Talk about the first 3, but
Yeah,
we might just do 1 and 2 and then save
yeah,
later.
yeah. I tell everybody jump in, get on the shows. I'm curious about what Pod Squadron thinks. I'm pretty sure me and Andy probably had the same view of this. Well, I see. We'll see. Um, yeah. Um, Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Digital Click for handling all our marketing materials and our overlays. Shout out to Rodney being the best technical producer, technical director in the land. And shout out to the Funk for curating all our studies. Shout out to Mark. Mark was in the chat today. Thank you, Mark. Mark is our sixth man. He's our sixth man. He's our sixth man. Mark is coming off the bench, crushing it every time. You know.
We had Dark
Uh,
Knight in the chat too, and of
Dark
course,
Namja's in the chat as well. Coming off the bench as always. Todd Stephen Burrows. First time coming in. Welcome in, Todd. We appreciate you
welcome,
coming
Todd.
in here.
Hey, yo.
Who else we have in chat? We have Goji Guy. Thank you, Goji Guy, for coming in. We appreciate everybody. Please like this podcast, share it with your friends. We cover the news usually better than this. Today's been a relaxed day. It's holiday season. We're all winding down. And everybody, we wish you all have a good night and happy holidays. And we'll see y'all next week. And week after that, we're taking off. So thank you all. Talk to you soon. Peace.